Okay, this video is for the relative humidity dew point lab key. As we go through it, the first part was just practice going over the relative humidity and dew point, finding it by understanding the depression, and then using your chart that looks like this. There's answers for you. And the front hallway, the entryway, and outside. We have a dry bulb, wet reading, wet bulb. We have a depression, relative humidity, and dew point. Now, a lot of times when we do this, we find that the front hallway is warmer than my classroom. And that seems weird because it's a small area, but a lot of times they have that heater jacked up so that it's really hot in there, so that I don't know why, but it's a lot of times really hot in there. And so that will kind of throw off our relative humidities and our temperatures. But a lot of times we will find that the front hallway has a higher dew point because, and this is just my hypothesis, is because respiration, as we breathe, we are giving off moisture, and there's more moisture. So the more moisture it has, the air has, the higher the dew point. But seeing there's like no one in the building but me and like three others, we would have thought that these would have been closer together. Well, the only problem is with why they're probably not as close as they probably should be is those numbers are only good as our data table. If we had an electric one or something that was a little more specific, these numbers might have been closer. It is the same air though. In my classroom, the fans are going from about 7:15 to about 3:30. So that's constantly pulling outside air in and recirculating it so we have fresh air. So is the air humid or dry? Explain. Do your best. This is a relative statement, 100% relative. 56 might mean something, 56% might mean something to you, humidity, but for the most part, it is relatively dry with a dew point around 4. It's colder outside, so the colder it is, the less moisture the air will hold, but the air right now is relatively dry. How does the inside relative humidity compare to the outside? Well, our inside relative humidity is lower. Do I have that backwards? How does the inside relative humidity compare to the outside? The inside relative humidity is much lower. My bad. Okay, because as temperature goes up, relative humidity goes down. 3, how does the entryway compare to the outside? Well, the entryway is warmer, so as the temperature goes up, relative humidity goes down. Number 4, why is the wet bulb temperature lower than the dry bulb? What process cools it off? Well, the process is evaporation. And in order for the water to evaporate, it needs energy. So it's going to take the energy from, some of it is going to come from the thermometer that the wicking agent is around. And 5, how do you think the absolute humidity in the entryway compares to the outside? It's the same or close to it. Every time that door opens up, it's the same absolute humidity. And if we take a look at my weather station, we had temperatures of 24 and 4 for a difference of 13 and 4 and a dew point of a -5 and a -7. And this tells us that the air inside as compared to the roof is pretty much the same. And once again, this is just about as accurate as we can get with the equipment that we have. And there was some fudge room that I kind of pushed things around, but our school does a really good job of recirculating the air. Even better when you guys are here. I don't think they have the air handlers on all the time for as few people that are in here now. So that was the relative humidity dew point lab or activity Hope you had a great day.